Hello and welcome to the top four of the Tauntaun Squadron Keep It Family tournament that has been put on very nicely by one of the members of the Tauntauns in Ireland, Canterbury, or Connor Holmes as he's known to other people. My name is Sith Holocron. I'm here to take you through, this is the first of three videos that we're going to do. We're going to do the top four both games and let you see who is currently doing what in this wonderful little competition, which is quite good. We have Tim King. He is from the Sith Takers. We have Kez, who does amazing things with ships online. We even have in the second semi-final the longest running X-Wing world champion probably of all time, Ollie Pocknell. So this has been a really good, really fun, really friendly, really great competition, and I'm delighted to bring you a recording of the very first one that we have. So let me go through the lists as of right now. As you can see, Kez is on the left hand side. He is player one. Just seeing who has got initiative, as one is a lot cheaper than the other. Kez is 198. He's got Nash Windrider, 3 Sabres and Gideon Hask. And on the other side we have a Mux Swarm, Mux with Zam Wezel Crew. Moldy Crow makes it 3 out the front, 2 out the side, and Auto Blasters and everything else, and Sunny Bounder, the little one initiative annoyance that it is. And as you can see on the other side here, there's Disciplined on all 3 and Nash, and nothing on Gideon Hask. So they are literally just about to get going, I think. So they're setting up their ships as they are. So as you can see, there's gas clouds and debris, so depletes, stress but still shooting, so no one's going to take any damage. Quite cleverly taken here. I played Tim King in round 1. He bought the Goji bomber list that just doesn't die and annihilated me. That's hilarious. And Kez is the guy who, if you watch Scott on Hexile Gaming, he's the guy that has made the Purple Hawk as one of the prizes, just for participating in a free event, which is pretty awesome. These two guys, really, really good players. Tim, as I say, from the Sith Takers, who plays in Element Games, and Kester Smith, who is a really just all-around decently nice human being. So that is pretty much what I'm expecting. The Mux Swarm being a swarm, which is pretty good. And Kez is now putting down his ships in the opposite corner. So as you can see by the overlay there, everything is ready to go. We'll just make sure that everybody's ready. And we'll give them their full 75 minutes, because this is a top 4 of a really good competition. You can find all the information on it. We're on tabletop. You can go along there and see it with all the rest of the stuff. I mean, look at these wonderful ships. Look at purple. That is just absolutely fabulous, and that is Gideon Hask. Of course, he's going to get his own little ship. And Kez just making sure that they are exactly where he wants them to be. So I assume he can maybe move his 2 over if it's not going to where it needs to go. That's highly possible. I'm sure they can sort this out. So the dials are being flipped over and placed, which is excellent. The Zam card has been set. So this should be really good. Galactic Empire versus Scum and Villainy. Kez versus Tim. Looks like he's not quite set yet. That's cool. So dials are definitely being done now, I believe. If I just have a little look here on my other screen, yes, there's a lot being done. Not quite yet, but nearly. So this should be quite a close game. Both players know each other quite well, which kind of helps. And let's see what we get going here. I will probably see what's going to happen. So the things are all ready to go. I'm pretty sure that Tim is ready. I'm pretty sure that... Okay. And time on. So, I assume some nice skirting in the first couple, but let us go through the lists properly, because you know that kind of makes a lot of sense. Kez has bought a 5-ship swarm, compared to that's a really big focus token. So he's saying, yep, every single thing here has focus. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 5. He's got Nash Windrider, which is a fantastic card. Initiative 2, pretty decent indeed. And he's also got Gideon Hask. Now, Gideon, let me just find the card here for you. I literally just got the lists a couple of minutes before they started. So Gideon Hask is when you perform an attack against a damaged defender, roll 1 additional attack die, which is pretty good. That is pretty nice. And Nash, during the engagement phase, after a friendly small ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, if that ship had not engaged this phase, you may spend a charge. If you do, that ship engages at the current initiative. So that's quite nice when he's got, if he's up against higher initiative ships, say like Vader and a defender and all that sort of stuff. So we're all ready to go. And then the other side, we have got a very, very tasty Cartel Swarm, all with auto blasters, which is fantastic. I think the fact that you cannot negate crits is pretty good. And Sunny Bounder, when you defend or perform an attack after you roll or re-roll your dice, if you have the same result on each of your dice, you may add 1 matching result. That is such a damn good ability. And Torkel Mux, being Torkel Mux, will make anything that he wants to be initiative 0. So good luck with all your high cost I6 pilots, because Mux just makes them shoot last, and you can initiative kill Vader with all those auto blasters. It's a very, very, very horrible ship. Given the Moldy Crow with 3, it's all pretty good. So early doors into round 2 of movement. And Kez is just deciding to swing left, boogie on down with the first 2. Is he going to boost with that one? I probably think that he will. But he's having a think about it. He is definitely having a think about it, and that is a good thing. So if you're new to the game and you don't know what disciplined is as a thing, Sadly, my internet seems to be like the slowest thing in the history of Earth, because I do not want to give you something that is not true. So, disciplined. After another friendly ship at range 0 through it is destroyed. If it's limited or has the disciplined upgrade, you can perform a target lock or a barrel roll action. So, that's going to make those sabers real hard to kill. Gideon, the only one who didn't get it. We have boosted in and turned and stuff, and are we going to see a ring of rosies and all around the asteroids? Who knows? I'd like to thank Cadbury, Connor Holmes, for putting on this fantastic little tournament. It's only £7 as well, which is really good, and it's been played one game a week. We had 4 rounds of Swiss. It went to a top 8. And then now we have our top 4 right here. So obviously 70 minutes to go, early 5 minutes. No pew-pewing just yet. The cartel spacers flying and a very nice swarm. That's very good flying indeed from Tim. I would expect nothing else. And I would assume that red and yellow and green will bounce across to make their turn next turn a bit more easier. Or he could just K-turn the whole lot of them, which is equally as fun. Kez has decided to maybe bait Tim to come in through the asteroids. That's possibly a thing. Definitely all guns ahead from the sabers. That's quite nice. So, just to have a wee look, and a little bit too far away just yet. So nice and solid here. Don't forget that Torkel Mux also has Zamvezel in there, which if you haven't figured out how much of an absolute disaster that fine lady is, that's why her crew and card were both banned in the Hexiled Elimination Tournament, along with V1s pretty much right across the board. No Barons, no Inquisitors, none of that chassis whatsoever. Zam's fantastic when she has 2 cards. She places one down at the start of each turn. The first one says you can get a target lock. She has 2 charges. They both flip at the start, so you don't have any. You can recharge one the first time, then recharge it again the second time. You get another target lock, and then you get a bonus attack from that ship. So is that there just to make sure that Torkel is the #1 target? Highly possible. Tight turn there. Shim a whole load of hard ones here, and they are indeed all focusing up. So is this going to be a gunfight at the OK Corral? This will depend greatly upon Kez's moves. Even if he does like a gentle 1 or 2 forward with each, I would assume there will be pew, and that would be quite good. When you think about it, there's no shields on any of the Empire stuff at all, and he hasn't moved, and Torkel here has bumped, so we'll not be getting anything too big just yet. The blue saber moves forward and focuses. I would assume there's going to be a lot of focusing and shields to be lost. None of these lists have huge amounts of health or hull. Every single one of Kez's are 3, and every single one of Tim's are 4, apart from Torkel, who has 2 shields. Lovely barrel roll there, out from Nash. And we're all good, I think. Are we all good? Hard to tell. So Torgal range 1, ranging up for a shot out of anything to do whatsoever. So range 3 shots. 4 dice at range 3 here, regardless of which one. They have 3 agility each. He's just going to decide which one Gideon wants to shoot at. So we are into the black cartel spacer. Spend that focus. That is 3 hits. And the problem with these initiatives, do you now spend it just to take the one? And he does spend it just to take the one. That is excellent. I like that thought process a great deal. So black loses a shield. There's printing money. So another 4 back. There are, oh dear. That's 1, 2, 3. And black has exploded without having any firing himself at all. Black is now dead. Oh dear. A bit of trail mix, 1 hit. Again, trail mix, hit, eyeball, blink. And all the squiggles in the world, all good. So black disappears. So 28 points ahead straight away. Kez should be very happy with that, but he hasn't actually taken another shot yet. So let's see what the spacers can do. So that is obstructed, range 3. So 2 shots from yellow. 1 crit, which is quite good. And nothing. So crit into blue. Yeah, I was about to say surely it should be 5. Doesn't make any difference at all. Don't quite understand why is there 2? Have I missed a shot or something? I may have. That's unacceptable if I have. Blue, according to that, is down to 1. There's a crit. Does nothing. And blue is dead. So huge amounts of destruction in the very first round of engagement. That's wow. That's incredible. Definitely chose violence. There's target locks going on. And I assume that we're probably, these guys are all out of range. Just going to try and take a target lock. Does, puts it onto the blue spacer, right onto that lovely little sick. And this guy will put on, will he put it on the same target, or will he split his target locks? No. The blue gets them all. Okay, 2 obstructed from blue. 2 dice. Hitting an eyeball. Uses his focus. 2 hits. 3 squiggles. Safe. Now, will he go up after that? He is going after that. Okay, so again, 2 dice from Tim. 1 hit. 4 defense dice. 1 of 8. So I would assume that is the end of the rounds. cleaning up. And Tim taking out that saber has done incredibly well indeed here. That's excellent. So it is. So I will move that saber down, and I will move that one down. To there, just so we've actually got some good stuff up here. So a 36 to 28 point game, coming up to 15 minutes being played, which gives us a grand nice total of around an hour still to go. Not only does Kez's ships cost more, he has one ship less. Once Torgal gets to do the stuff that makes things not fun for your opponent, making them initiative 0, this game could get very, very nasty either way. But, you know, as it is right now, it's only an 8 point game. And the squadron interceptors are, well, they're pretty damn good, to be honest. Initiative 4, all with disciplined, so they all got, when that interceptor became space dust, he had disciplined, so they got either their barrel roll or their target lock action, and the target lock action went on to the blue sick. So good use of discipline there to help them try and take it out in the next turn. I do love Torgal Mux. Him and Kanan, I think, are probably the two best Hawk pilots in the game right now. Kanan is fantastic. So is Torgal. There's a lot of really good Hawk pilot abilities, like stealing focuses and all that sort of kind of carry on. It is just a fun ship to fly. And yeah, you have to spend 16 points to get the Moldy Crow, but at least it's a good 16 points. And you get to keep up to 2 focuses each turn, which is pretty amazing. So if you go nice and slow, just like Tim did here, he already had 2 banked, and he could end up at some stage with much better modifications than most other ships. So that kind of keeps the Hawk alive. Not the best style, quite slow compared to these agile interceptors. But then the 6-foot auto blasters, oh, they're a thing. They're a thing. So they're just sorting out their maneuvers. As I say, we are going to do this Keep It Family top 4. Ollie Pocknell will be in the next recording, so he will, which I'm very much looking forward to be honest. I really am looking forward to that. Very much indeed. I'm just going to find out who is his opponent. I will just have a quick look on GTT, Keep It Family, top 4. So you're looking at Tim and Kester. Tim actually number 1 after Swiss. Ollie Pocknell is playing another Steel City X-Wing player in Daniel Alfie, and we will bring that to you as soon as the lads sort out when they're going to play it. So back to the game. They are genuinely taking their time, and as all good players should. That seems quite good to me. Good to see them both picking swarms instead of, like, because aces don't really seem to be in the meta right now. I can imagine Tim's feeling slightly better than Kez right now, but as we all know in X-Wing, if greens fail like they did in the last round of engagement, people can go quite badly. I'm just seeing if anybody has popped out. We have a little look here. So everybody is still in. That's all good. and we have a few people watching in game as well. Not so sure how critical this is right at this minute. Could be incredibly critical, could be nothing. Tim could disengage, run away. I think the interceptors will probably bank one to the right, possibly. But seeing as they move second, Kez just looking to see where he actually wants his attack vectors to be. Same with Tim. You can see at the top, just under Tim's score of 36 points. That's his ZAM card, that's his ZAM condition card that he can turn over the first time somebody shoots at that beautiful, beautiful hawk, which I will show you right at the end, is an absolutely astonishing piece of modding by Kez himself. He actually made and created that model that if you're taking part in the Hexiled tournament run by Hexile Gaming, you get this as a participation prize just for playing the game, and that's pretty good, getting a master printed copy of the Hawks. That's what I like about top level X-Wing. Once you get to like the semi-final and a chance to make the final itself, speed not the essence. Thought process. Where are you going to be this turn? Where do you want to be the turn after? Where do you want to be 3 turns after where we are right now on the screen? Both players, I'm sure, absolutely thinking about all of that. Little worried about the blue sick, but I assume he can easily get away somewhere and be very, very, very content with what he does. So hard 1, hard 2s from the 6, so they can get out of all the danger zones in the game. He neglects to do any of that with either. Rolls a dice, don't take a crit. Oh my lordy. Well, that's a shield onto blue. That's the gold badge of bravery right there. Let me get back to my thing. Blue could help you, sir. There's another one coming in from yellow. It's only the 1 and 8. He's already rolled it once. Yeah, he's fine, but a stress. So extreme violence, and that's all the things. And this time Torkel again bumps. He's pulling that aside there to see if he actually hit that cloud, which I believe he did. So 3rd ship over the top of it, and is absolutely fine, just a stress. So this is definitely to either block stuff up. So there is a nice move from Nash, who can focus up. The 2 banks and stuff will help. I would assume that Gideon will probably bump. Gideon there in the purple with the shimmery wings, which looks excellent. There's a barrel roll to stress him out, but actually give him a better shot on what he wants. Yep, purple bumps, so absolutely no action whatsoever there. Very unlucky with green, very unlucky indeed. A perfect bump from blue, and there's all these ships waiting to take advantage. Nice by Gideon, slumping into the right hand side there. Okay. So who is he going to... he's going to turn him into a pasty. Which pasty is he going to put him into? So whoever this gets placed on, it's the first time it's been used in a game, and I am genuinely finding that hilarious. That is fantastic. Does he want to kind of stop the range 1 or whatever to see if he can keep some of his 6 alive? I would assume auto blasters will be coming into play quite soon, mind you. He's having a think. Definitely having a think. And it's going to go on purple. So purple will fire last this round. So Gideon with no mods. Lots of obstructed shots. Who does he decide to put it into? He's going to fire this range 1 into yellow. So 4 dice. Unmodded, so whatever he rolls is natty boy. We need to see paint. Here, there's 2. So 1 shield, 1 damage card onto yellow. So all going to be range 2, some of which are obstructed, some of which aren't. Personally speaking, I would definitely be going into yellow to try and get the win and remove it off the board. That would be my thought process. Okay, so range 2 into blue. Spend the focus for 2 hits. Into blue. 2 evades. No damage done whatsoever. Good rolling on the greens. From Tim. Next to go is Torkoal. That's going into green. Obstructed. He has a focus. Will he spend his focus? He decides that's a good idea. I agree with that completely. However, 2 evades negates that attack completely. So down to the Saber squadrons. Now, again, I would probably go into blue here, which he does. 3 die. He has, I believe, a focus. I would spend that focus. Yep, for 2 hits into blue. 3 dice back at range 2. And that puts 2 onto blue, still alive. And then into red. Nothing. Can yellow, I have to say, look at Tim King's target locks. They are absolutely wonderful. So a range one shot from blue into Gideon. Unmodded 2 hits. And 1 on to Mr. Hask. Range 2. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3 with the focus. That is 2. And oh no! Oh no! Gideon killed completely. All because of Mr. Huxon. That is awful. That's all. He doesn't even get to shoot. Oh, that's awful. Gideon Hask making him initiative 0, taking him off the board without him even having a shot. Oh, that's crazy. I do love those Among Us target locks. They are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic. So final shot of the round here. 2v4. And nothing. So Gideon gets his shot beforehand, before he explodes. That's pretty awesome. Adds the extra die because of his pilot ability. Nearly got a crit. Can reroll with his target lock for 3 hits and a crit. Is blue gone? Blue is out of there. Blue completely gone. But so is Gideon. And so another trade for trade. Another trade for trade. So we will move Sonny up 1. Sadly, we're going to have to move. Oh dear. So now we're looking at 3. He still has Nash. That's better than nothing. But each engagement so far, they've each lost a ship, and yeah, that's rough losing Gideon like that. But that is what Torkel Mux brings to your game of Star Wars X-Wing 2.0. No, you're not shooting until right at the very end, and if you kill it off, it still gets its shot, but it's done. It's out of there. And I've used it to kill I6s in previous games. I think he's fantastic. At the end of the game, I will zoom in on that beautiful hawk, because it is beautifully painted by Kez. So just having a little quick look here on the clock. So we have just over 40 minutes to go. It's only a 14-point game, but with Kez's ships costing a little more than Tim's, this is where we are. So 2 ships lost each, but losing Hask, is that going to be a problem for these nimble little interceptors? Or will Torkel just keep doing Torkel things and try and take off Nash Windrider, which surely seems like that should be his next primary target, and then he's just got the 2 I4 Sabres. And this is the problem with interceptors. They hit hard, but they are a glass cannon. if he can hit them back multiple times, they do explode. But in saying that, to be able to see Kez's wonderful ships here, that they are fantastic. They really are really good. So all of this will give us our first finalists in the Keep It Family Tauntaun tournament. We're based over here in Ireland. And Ireland's just put out its first XTC team for this year's online version of the international series. Check out all the normal X-Wing Discords, Reddits, and check out our team video. It's still making me laugh. It's a great video. It is so well done. But back to this. As I say, 24 players started this, which I know is quite small, but we are playing. Nearly every single player in this has probably made or got given or was awarded an XTC seat. So this was a very tough tournament to be in, to make the cut, especially when the current world champion is in the game. So I'm just going to try and get those names off that screen up there. So bear with. Let me bear with. There shouldn't be anything there. That's better. So, movement. He does not bump this time. Goes over the debris. Is safe, just loses the stress. Rolls, gets more stress. No action. Yellow is fine. He has taken an evade. Poor old Nash, mind you, releases stress by bumping completely into yellow. Green does a very nice little flip of wonderful little talons. Fantastic. Stressing both of them out just to get guns on track. So let's see where we actually are in here. Torgal's pilot ability comes in first. So, who's he going to pasty this time? See who he's going to pasty. Pasty's the top interceptor. That's a very good idea. So, orange will shoot last. But green can get to shoot first. And that's all kind of good. So, 3 dice. Who's he going to fire into? Yellow has an evade. Red has a focus. Yellow is at range 3, so personally speaking, I go into red, which he does, unmodded because of the Talon. Well, hit crit. I mean, that's pretty good. But there's 3 really good evades from Tim, so that's pretty decent. Now we go in initiative, out the sides. Got anything out the side? He's going primary guns out the front. This is into Nash. He's got the focus, but he's bumped nearly every round. Will he spend his focus or will he keep it? No, he keeps it. I think that's better for defense. Kez rolls and evades, which is excellent for him, as he'll probably get to shoot straight back into red, probably, as he's range 1. So 4 dice. Again, because of the bump, absolutely unmodded. This time, only the crit. 3 dice for the seek. He'll probably spend that focus, if that is his. Yep, he spends it, so no damage done there. All good. I do like the fact that they're sharing dice. I like that a lot. So, range 1 auto blasters, 2 hits. Least he can evade these with dice. Can't evade them with dice. That is 2 hits onto Sunny. And that is not good for Nash at all. Gets the crit in. Nothing can save Nash Windrider at all. Oh, was he used the primary? Oh no! Oh no! So he can't. Oh, good grief. Okay, so 3 dice. Nash is alive. That's amazing. Decisions. Range 2 in the red. It's range 3 in the yellow, but yellow won't be shooting. They're both obstructed. Red seems like the proper one to go for, and blanks. Oh dear. So no ships explode this turn. 1, 2, 3, 6, and the Hawk, and 3 sabers still up and running. So this now, with about just gone 35 minutes to go, this is going to be one of the critical turns of the entire match. A lot of people are stressed. A lot of people have been flipped. A lot of people are bumping. It has been carnage in the middle of the table for about the last 10 minutes. I would assume that they're going to go at it again. Both of these lists want to get in hard. Auto blasters, obviously when you get a crit, that cannot be negated by anything at all dice-wise. You just can't do it. And interceptors just want to get into range 1, blast away, disappear, come back, range 1, blast away, disappear. And what we've got so far is everything colliding and carnage, and it's utterly brilliant. To see this at a top 4 in a tournament, I think this is just awesome play. Both players really given everything that they can to try and make the Keep It Family final. Where they could be playing Ollie Pocknell. And I have no idea what he's playing, as this tournament was fly what you like, change it round by round. So there you go. I hope you're enjoying this game of X-Wing 2.0 with 2 very, very good players indeed. Sonny is still alive though. You know, took a lot there. So back to dials, obviously. Not quite as many as they had at the start of the match. But Tim is ahead a great deal. Putting 2 into Nash, obviously halved health that ship. So Tim leading 105 to 70, but it's still only a 35-point game. Killing Torkel would really, really help Kez right now, to be fair. He's a 58-point ship. So, 29 points would make it 99 to 105. And he only really needs to do 3 into it. That's a nice little reverse there from the yellow sick. Sonny disappears over to the right. Definitely gains an action. For the first time in a long time, Torkel actually gets an action. He still has 1 focus from before. Will obviously focus again. That's all of his. Nash does his 4k. That's handy. Stress, but he's good. The other 2 sabers should do 2 forwards to relieve their stress and focus up. And here is where we might actually get some real violence, like extreme violence. But Torkel first. Who is he going to stop shooting? So orange and green completely untouched. He is stopping orange, so orange will fire last. He is initiative 0. Range 1 into Sunny, I would assume. Yeah, there's the 4 dice. So range 1 into Sunny with a focus. Yeah, it takes Sunny off the board. Yep, because you got a nice range shot there from Nash. That is 3 hits. And that is only 1 evade. So down to 1. Torgal gets a shot. Range. Yeah, 2 out the side. Goes into orange as orange shoots last. Has the focus, spends it for 2 hits. Oh, orange. Oh no. Oh no. It's all going kind of wrong. 2 hits on there. That's unfortunate. Trying to take Sunnybounder off at range 1 only gets 1. Now 1 would be enough, but 2 evades say no thank you very much indeed. So the 6 get to return all their shots. 1 into orange will take orange off the board. It's range 1, it's auto blasters. Any crit, good night. Now let's see which one is actually doing what first. There is the crit. There's the crit. If this is an auto blasters thing, this is over. Orange is kaput. Because at range 1 you get a bonus, and in bullseye, so it's 4. I'm assuming orange is dead. I assume. Maybe not if he's done that for hit crit. Yes, orange is dead. Orange is dead. But orange will get a return shot. Do not forget that he can possibly do stuff too. Discipline then triggers because that is on there, so they will all get target locks. To be fair, who do you put them on? This is. I'm going to go 1 onto yellow. Light a candle, sir. Light a candle. So, I assume that we're probably going to go into green, possibly. Green is modded. They're both red. Let's see who we're going for. 5 die if he's going in. Yep. So 2 shots from the Seek. 1 crit. 1 evade. Now, again, only needs the 1, but it's 2v3. And that to me looks like not the eye, it looks like just 1. And that's enough. Now she's still alive, which is highly good. And then orange, with his last dying breath, goes range 1, I assume, has to be into Sunny. With a focus should he require it. He requires it. 3 hits. He only has... He doesn't have an awful lot of health left. And I would assume that is Sonny dead as well. There's another one gone, so Sonny Bounder has left. Sonny has left us as well. So that now leaves us with what we have on the screen. It's, I'm pretty sure, 141 to 100. There is the green saber left, who is completely untouched. Nash Windrider on 1 hull. Torkel has taken no damage at all. Yellow has taken 1 damage. And purple is untouched as well. Tim streaking clear, 41 points clear with 25 minutes left to go in the top 4 of the Keep It Family Cup. It's been a good tournament. It's been a good game. And I hope he doesn't forget Torkel's focus underneath that debris cloud. That would be silly. Tim looking kind of good. If he was to remove Nash in the next turn of engagement, I'd say that's pretty much good night. However, reds can let you down as much as greens, so we will just have to see where we are. But green, you know, still 3 hull. But taking that 2 onto Mr. Windrider, not ideal. Taking 1 is okay. Taking 2 is... That's the issue. And Torkel has shown several times in this game. He killed Gideon Haas by initiative zeroing him. He has just killed the orange saber by initiative zeroing that ship. Nice little gentle move in here just so he can take the focus, because that's what he will be doing. There it is. Will we see a little bank in here from the top little pinkish one? And will that just drift in? So it does. Will no doubt take a focus. And does. There's all the bumps in the world. So no actions for any of Kez's ships at all. Tim really doing quite nicely there with the blocks. Torkel will then go, okay, who's shooting last? I assume it's going to be Nash. And Nash will shoot last. As he tries to get 2 shots from the 2-6, all in range 1. I can't see Nash staying around too long, to be completely honest. But he doesn't. He actually takes green. Okay, well that makes a bit of sense as well. Range 1 out the side, so it'll be 3 dice for Torkel. Spend that focus. Oh no! Oh no! That's I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm devastated for Kez. That's no. Well, that has completely and utterly ended this game with like 22 minutes to go. Yes, green gets to fire, but probably won't do an awful lot. And yeah, put it on that. Absolutely, put it on that. Yeah, because Torkel has done a stop to create the bump. So that's a red maneuver, hence the stress. There shouldn't be. Oh, was he trying to? Oh no. So he gets a free barrel roll from the death of green, which maybe keeps him alive. It's still a range 1 shot. So 4 dice into 4, I think here. unmodded for Nash. Gets... He has the target lock, so re-roll all of them. Good man. Gets 2 more, so that is 3. However, the yellow sick has a focus that he will just spend to not die at all. That makes perfect sense. The great thing about that barrel roll is, yeah, he has to spend that charge. Green gets to shoot. It will be surely if he's going to win, he has to. He's still going for the sick. Okay. Spends the lock. It's a hit crit. Crit goes through. Crit is Panic Pilot. So 2 stress for yellow. And that's a pretty poor roll altogether. Just the eye. Pretty bad. But that's it. Green gone. We are left with... It is Nash Wind Raider literally in front of a debris cloud on 1 hull with no way of avoiding it. So he'll have to roll a red dice with a 1 in 8 chance of him hitting a crit and exploding. Up against a Cartel Spacer with a Panic Pilot, so as you can see there, the 2 stress tokens. So 2 blues just to remove them. A completely untouched purple and a completely untouched Torkoal. Current score 100 to Kez, 177 to Tim King. This has been a real unlucky dice rolling game by Kez, but very well flown by Tim. I genuinely can't see how a 1 hull interceptor, even Nash Wind Rider, I don't think can pull this back all by himself against 2 Auto Blaster 6 and a Moldy Crow flown by Torkoal, which means he shoots last. Stranger things have happened. Keep your fingers crossed if you are a fan of Kez. Thankfully, he's just given me one of those lovely ships, so that's very kind of him indeed. But we shall wait and see about what happens next. So obviously, I would take as much time as possible if I'm Tim. As you can see, that right just above the blue hand there, not even a hard one to the right, saves the interceptor. He's already stressed, so he has to do a white or a blue maneuver. A white will keep the stress, a blue will shed it. The yellow, who only has 1 himself, will probably bank round to the right, say do a 2 or 3 bank away. The top Sikh can probably, well, he could do anything really. He could hard one away, do something. Torkoal's side arc is facing away from Nash, but he's also stressed, so he'll want to be doing a blue maneuver, and I can't see any force tokens there at all, so I assume he may want to bank around and see where Nash is. So Pink's done the thing that I thought he should do. Don't worry about an action, just try and get guns on. Yellow has disappeared, doesn't want anything to do with this at all. A 1 straight there from Torkoal Mux. Puts the thing out the front. I think I'd maybe put it to the left just to see, because you've still got a front arc. He's stressing himself to get that focus. And the rotate arc thing. So a focus, side arc out the side. Can Nash actually make it in there with a hard one? Okay, so he goes over the debris. Do not please be a crit. And it isn't. He is still alive. That is fantastic. And the better news for him is that he lives to fight another round. And that's excellent. And there are so many people stressed here. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. But very easily sorted out. Torgal will keep his focus from Moldy Crow. Yellow, I think, should just kind of two right, 3 right, get out of there completely, get behind the debris, do something. And I think Torgal can probably take off Nash by himself, but it's Nash. Only problem being he's up against Torgal. And it's very hard to kill something if they kill you first. And that is the entire brainwave behind this entire Mux Swarm. Hard-hitting, nimble little ships with auto blasters that can hit something that is initiative 0. And that has happened 3 times in this game. I think I'd have maybe changed target and went after Torgal at some point because he's causing so much disruption to Kez's list. But as you can see from the top here, we are down to the last just under 15 minutes to go. So we will wait and see where this great bunch of fellas ends up. With Nash's last maneuver, he's stressed, Mux is stressed, Yellow's double stressed. So there is another, I don't care about actions. There's a nice little K-turn. It's now stressed. Will he rotate the arc? Will he? Will he rotate the arc? I'm expecting a 2 bank. And if he's went right, that's a good choice. If he's went left, that's, well, there you go. That just sums up sadly what has happened to Kez most of this game. That is a great move. Now, he could maybe try and do something, but this close to Torgal, he is going to be initiative 0. Can he barrel roll and get out of that arc? I can't see. I mean, he can barrel roll right and boost, maybe. Takes a focus. Here comes the pasty. So, initiative 0. Range 1, out the side, from the Moldy Crow, 3v3. They've both got a focus. 1 hit, and the game is over. 10 rolls. 2 hits. Spend that focus, stay alive. He stays alive. He's not taking any more. He's not taking any more at all. Oh, where is he? The little one at the bottom. It'll be 2v5. Do it. Do it. Maximum. That's as good as he can hope for. 2 evades. Now. He gives him 3 dice. It's range 1. It's unmodded. He gets 2 hits. Can Kester take off Yellow? We need paint. That's not enough paint. And Yellow is now dead. As far as I know. Indeed he is. So poor Yellow has joined the Space Dust crew of life. That is fantastic for Kez. That is absolutely fantastic for Kez. We'll move that one up. So we have, as you can see, top right, Torgal Mux completely untouched. The Cartel Spacer, the purple one, completely untouched. And as we can see at the top of the screen, that brings back a little bit more of respectability to the game. It's now 114 to 117 with 11 minutes to go in the Keep It Family semi-final number 1 matchup on TTS. Have to say that I think genuinely Kez has flown this one hold interceptor brilliantly. You will see this game getting a little bit faster now. They might play a little bit looser. They may not, but Purple relieves her stress, does what needs to do, takes a focus. Over the gas clouds. There we go. So that's a critical. That has actually fit. That is pretty good. So there's a strain for Nash. There's initiative 0 again. Another 3v3. No modifications for Nash. Out the side, 3 from Torkel. So Tim has his dice ready. Oh, hit crit only 2 because he's strained, and that is all he wrote. Oh my god. Yep. Gets a revenge shot. Oh dear. Well, this game is over, and it was such a good game. Obviously the Zan Whistlekaras, you should thank me to get his charges back. So we have a winner. We have a finalist from the Sith Takers, who play at Enigma Gaming down there in England. He's in the final. Congratulations to you. Unlucky to Kester Smith. You played very well indeed. But that is it. I will bring you the second semi-final as soon as we can actually get it going again. So there we go. It's at 200, 114 each. We're the Tauntaun Squadron. My name is Sith Holocron. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, take it easy. We outie.